Greetings and namaste, divine infinite light, these feminine energy, masculine energy. I just heard your piece is too expensive, right? So this is you. Whether you're a feminine energy or a masculine energy, whether you're in a relationship or you're out of a relationship, right? This is you, grounded. Um abundance, living in your luxury, indulging in your self-worth, and your success, your achievements right now, right? um you 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 ready to reward yourself with the efforts that you have put into your life, right? Whether you married, baby mama, baby daddy, however, single, however it is, right? This is you, right? And you are bathing in your peace right now. And spirit is saying, if your peace is very expensive, and if they cannot pay into your peace as if it was, putting assets into it, putting dividends into it, putting, just paying into it, putting their fare into your peace, then they're not to be around. They can't afford it, right? If they're not going to put in anything to help with your peace, then that means they can't afford it, right? That means they can't afford the currency of peace, right? If they're not adding to your peace, if they're not bringing peace to you, confirmation, they cannot afford the currency of peace. And so therefore, Spirit is saying that they shouldn't be able to indulge in your peace if they cannot pay in dividends to your peace. Put something towards your peace. Ashe. Here it is. They have self-doubt, right? And they failed to um to learn the lesson, you know, about you and your peace, right? This is why Spirit is revoking the access to you and your peace. Spirit is telling you in this present time, they cannot afford your peace. They can't afford um, to indulge in your peace because they are ignoring the signs of Spirit when it comes to them interrupting your peace. Remember, Spirit say if they're not putting any currency, if they're not bringing any peace to you, they that means they cannot afford the peace that you give. Ashe. It's spiritual. It's metaphorically, right? You didn't put a lot of time and patience and devotion into these people that is trying to deprive you of your peace, right? Because of your purpose. And it says calm peace here. So your peace is not only just peaceful, it has a calming energy to it. This is another reason why Spirit is saying if they can't put in anything into it, they can't take anything from it, right? Because they're draining you from your peace if it's not a recycling, healthy recycling, not just a empty recycling or a negative recycling, but a healthy recycling. If they're not recycling healthy peace into your life, then you've given enough. You've had enough patience, right? You got to stay balanced. You got to stay in harmony. You got to stay in this healing energy. So by them being revoked, you will be able to stay in the healing energy because they're not sucking your peace from you. They're not draining your peace from you, right? They're not leeching off of your peace. Somebody could like peaches. Somebody could be from Atlanta. Somebody could have a nice round peach of a ass, right? Yeah, but these people are very much immature, you know. While you have limitless potentials, they are limiting themselves, right? While you're trying to stay energetic and fearless living fearlessly, they are not. They are the opposite of you. And with you being in peace, you can always come with fresh ideas, right? Fresh ideas. Um, See, them trying to take your peace and them not trying to bring peace, you know, is weighing up oppositions, right? They weighing options on if they want to come in and steal your peace, or yeah, they're weighing oppositions. They weighing their options because they're having inner conflict, right? This is why they can bring no peace, because they have inner conflict. And it's saying that it's inner conflict and confusion. Inner conflict and confusion. So that inner conflict and complete confusion that they come with drains your peace. Divine infinite light beings, whether you be a masculine energy or feminine energy, yeah, but you're a loving soul, queen of, I mean, queen of, a queen of wands, a king of wands, confident leader, peaceful, social butterfly, a magician, right? This is why you need your peace. This is why you need your peace, because you need to be able, and see, this is who they are. They're not peaceful. This could be a divine counterpart that comes in and takes your peace. This could be anybody, that comes in and takes your peace. But the energy that they stand in is an impulsive, reckless ass energy. It's a forceful, tyrant ass energy. It's a weak ass leader. As to you, you're very confident. You're very strong. You're very independent. We've seen that with the Nine of Pentacles. Very charismatic. You have virtuous optimism. You believe in peace. These people that come and dwell around you don't believe in being a peacemaker. They believe in that lower vibrational energy, that tyrant ass energy, that toxic ass energy, that leeching ass energy. And but they come to replenish off of you, your peace. This is why spirit is revoking access to your peace, because within your peace they be replenished. Within your peace, they're replenished, but they don't replenish you. Is the issue? Is what spirit is saying? They don't replenish you. See how this Knight of Wands is draining from you? Did spirit say they were the opposite of you? This is landing up right on top of you, the opposite of you. Even though this is fresh ideas that you come with, they have no fresh ideas, right? You discover you are young at heart. You're young spirited. This is they're the totally opposite. Yeah. So right now you're doing some soul searching, as well as they are. They're doing some soul searching about you. This is landing right on top of them. They're doing some soul searching about you and the peace that they're not bringing to you, the disconnection that has come upon. And if it hasn't been a disconnection, it will be, because spirit is revoking access, because they're not paying any currency into your peace flow. They're only draining your energy and draining your peace. While you be transmuting all that negative energy and willing your power, they're doing the opposite. And you've had patience. You had power to have patience. Yeah, you come up out of this mental anguish. You released all fears. You know, you're not holding on to grief. You're healing and releasing that shit. You're healing and you're in relief. You know, as well as they are in mental torment, you are not. This is landing right on top of you. You have brought yourself out of mental torment and into peace. And this is why Spirit is saying that if they're not giving you no peace, then you should not be giving them any peace, right? They should not be allowed to just come in and drain the fuck out of you of your peace, right? With this energy of this Five of Swords, right? Landing right on top of this King of Swords. Just because you love with a passion, that doesn't mean that you will continue to be able to let somebody drain you of your peace. Yeah, you got your guard up because you already know this person is not giving equal and take, giving giving you equal peace, right? And bringing delays, frustration. Then Spirit, no, that was the last message, but the last message, Spirit said somebody was hot tempered, right? One more, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, but they trying to have some confidence, they trying to have some growth because this is landing right on top of them. They still in that mental conflict. They still give you mental conflict, put you through mental conflict. That's also taking your peace. Also trying to be an give intimidation and be a bully. That's also taking your peace in whatever situation it is. It could be at work. It could be in the neighborhood. Somebody being a bully in the neighborhood. Somebody being a bully at work, trying to take your peace away. You know, not pouring into your peace, but trying to empty your cup of peace. Spirit is saying that is not going to be of too much longer. They're not going to have access to be able to um, liquidate your peace. And it is financial, it is high frequency money manifesting Thursday. I'm assuming that's why all these financial terms are coming out, you know, because it is the day that you get into that energy of willing in, attracting, knowing, and manifesting with this magician that your abundance, your abundance. And so whoever this people are, they don't have any independence such as you, and they, you know, they stay in these third party scandalous situations, these gossiping ass situations. That's why they come to you for peace, because you don't bring that type of energy. You are totally calming energy. So you're not gossiping, you're not being forceful of any kind. You're not, you know, you're not being demanding, domineering. You're not doing any of that shit, right? Where these people that they come from, they don't have no support such as you give support. They don't have no solitude um, with the strength of learning themselves such as you do, right? If they are in solitude, they're in solitude and they're losing their minds because they're in solitude. So that's another reason why they come to you for peace, right? Over partying, you're not overindulging in shit. You might get out every once in a while, but you're not throwing your life away at this party and that party, right? Because you know that shit doesn't bring any peace either, such as they do, right? So we are going to get my card. Oh, my pole baby messed up. Excuse my card, y'all. We are going to get manifest success out here to see what spirit has in store for you. Show the collective what they need to see. Tell the collective what they need to hear. Thank you, spirit. We have 6-6 on the clock. Somebody needs to light a green candle for abundance. You could light cinnamon for abundance. You can go get you some sunflowers. The sunflowers represents abundance. It keeps abundant energy of abundance in your home. It says pendulum. It says fluctuating income, um, indecisive, new strategies, seasonal work, change jobs, and making choices. So this came out in the reverse. So this is no longer going to be the energy, is what Spirit is saying. Fluctuating incomes. Your income is going to be stable in this Nine of Pentacles. This is in reverse, right? New strategies. You're not going to have to come up with new strategies on how your finances is going to do this and do that for you, right? um, seasonal work. The seasonal work is not going to be no longer seasonal work. You're going to find a nice, steady paying job, right? It's not going to be seasonal. It's not going to be just for a season. Ashe. Um, no more job changing. No more having to make a choice on um, what are you going to do for work and how you're going to do it. Spirit is just going to lay it out for you, and it's just going to arrive and show up in your life because you are manifesting this with this magician card. So that is why that is in reverse. Your finances is going to get better. They're going to be more productive and more abundant with you having a stable job, with you not having to change work often. Somebody has to have change work often. Somebody has not had a stable steady job. Now you have a stable steady job where you're not going to have to change and keep changing and keep changing positions. um Treasure, worry free finances, money in reserve, excesses, career, sales planning, executive, hidden talents. So this came out in reverse. So somebody is starting to show their hidden talents. They're not hidden anymore. Your talents are not hidden anymore. Um, Planning. You're not planning anymore because right now you're taking a break and you're resting with peace. Executive. Somebody could have lost an executive job, but if you lost an executive job, it wasn't meant for you, right? Rejection is protection. So something within that executive job wasn't right. It wasn't good for you, right? So that's why it came out in reverse. Sales. Spirit is saying at this time that you could have sold something. You could have sold something. Mm-hmm. Um, Money in reserves. In reserve. In reverse. So somebody it's in reverse. So somebody doesn't have any money in reserve, but with this financial job, you'll be able to start to put money in reserve. Or this could be them not putting currency into your piece, like Spirit was saying. Remember, Spirit was saying they have to pay into. And this was in reverse. So that means they were not paying into your reserve. They were not putting peace back where they were getting it from. Yeah, worry free finances. And that's in reverse. So, I don't know, this could be the energy of them, of whoever is not paying into your peace. They have their finances. They don't have worry free finances. They're worrying all the time about their finances, and maybe it's because they keep stealing peace from you, right? Remember, you're a divine infinite light being. Remember, you're a chosen one. Remember, you are anointed one. You're a prophet. And if they keep draining from you, of course, they're not going to have anything for themselves, right? If they're not paying money into your reserves of peace, of course, they're not going to have any. Remember, it's currency. It's currency. However, it's paid in, but it's still currency. You paying out peace, they gotta pay into peace. That it all, whatever you do, it amounts to currency, abundance. This could have been an executive over you that lost a job because they were stealing the peace from you at work. Take the messages as they resonate for you. Or this could be somebody that's, your talents is hidden and they're out in the open, but they're stealing your talents because this is in reverse. So take the messages as they resonate for you. I'm seeing it always. This is coming out crossing. Money coming slowly. Steady progress. Moving for moving for work in good time, long term. Okay, so this is coming out crossing. So this is what's going on with you, right? Somebody's waiting on money to come in. It's coming in, but it's coming in slowly. So Spirit is saying, be patient. Be patient. Steady progress. Whatever you're doing, make sure it's a steady progress of it, right? Make sure you stay focused. Make sure it's consistent. Make sure you continuing your ritual of it, right? Because that's what a ritual is. Something you do consistently all the time in a certain pattern at a certain time, right? Moving for work. So somebody could have had or getting ready to move towards a new job that's going to be stable for you. Didn't Spirit just say that? You're not going to have to change anymore because this is going to be the final move that you make, and it's going to be a stable final move for you. It's going to be a peaceful final move for you, in good time. Everything happens in good time, all in divine timing, right? And so that's why it's coming out crossing, because somebody wants it to be a rush, and Spirit is saying, no, you have to have the patience for it, right? Because this is going to be long term. It's not just going to be for a season. It's going to be long term. Thank you, Spirit. Did the Spirit say somebody needed to light a candle? Well, we have candle here. We have candle here. So somebody needs to light a candle. Ambition, taking action, hustle, manifested money, right? Managing high ranks, um, um, visibility, authentic, right? This is coming out crossing. So you got to be really focused. You got to really be ambitious. You got to really be taking action. I don't like that word hustle, but you really got to put forth in manifesting. Today is manifesting Thursday. You really got to be that alchemist, that magician that you were born to be. Rings, financial commitment, long-term investment, partnership. So somebody wants this with you, or you could want this with somebody, but it's crossing because whoever this divine counterpartner is not bringing the peace that you are giving, even though they know they could have financial commitments with you, long-term investments with you, a loving partnership that works together, fulfilling careers together. So somebody should have a business with a partner that turns into a long-term career, but it's crossing because whoever this person is not paying in the same currency as you are paying in, and they need to get it together. Ashe, Ashe. And this is feathers, abundance, easy money, divine intervention, career, light work, air, um, air related. So you could work for the Air Force, the airlines, something that has to do with air, packaging, delivering packages through the air, the postal, you could work for, um, yeah, um, you're a light worker, a prophetess, a light angel, light work. Or your career has to do with working lightly, like you don't have too much to do, right? But I seen light worker, so you are a light worker. You're a divine infinite light being. Somebody could be getting ready to travel, undecided. Somebody has some undecided. Um, we've seen that with the new creativities, right? Undecided endeavors, right? Easy money, but somebody is about to be making some easy money. Somebody already making some easy money. Somebody is very abundant. Know that you are walking abundance, and know that everything that takes place in your life is divine intervention, right? With 27 on the clock. So I am going to um, just leave it there. Know that you are protected by the ancestors, the spiritual, supernatural love war team. Every the angels will get an angel. The angels protect you. The angels. Am I saying it right? Am I saying what I want to say? The angels are protecting you. Your super spiritual natural love war team is protecting you. Where is the card? The cards that I want. So somebody could be feeling some cold ass energy from somebody. Somebody feels like you're giving them some cold ass energy because I just got cold all of a sudden. All of a sudden, just a great coldness. A great coldness. Like, ooh, why do I gotta be so cold? Type energy. We'll get a collective spiritual animal because I can't find that angel cards I'm looking for. Thank you, Spirit. Show the divine collective, feminine energy, masculine energy, feminine energy, what they need to see. Tell them what they need to hear. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, my cards is upside down, y'all. Turtle, calm, peace, slow. Remember, Spirit, we got turtle twice. Turtle, candle, pendulum, ring, treasure. Um, the turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it. Remember the rituals, the routines, determination, and serenity. You you may be encouraged to take a break in your business life and look around or within you for more grounding, long-lasting situation. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Panther guidance. It is time to release your passions, live your dreams, and begin a new chapter in your life. You are encouraged to expand your awareness, limit fears, eliminate fears, and become more whole. Become a whole new person. You are guarded, guided, and protected. You are guarded, guided, and protected. Right? So Spirit wants you to know that, right? Um, Guidance. Remember, Spirit said, divinely guided. I don't know if Spirit said that in this message. I just did another message, so forgive me if they're running together. But you are divinely guided all the time because you're a divine infinite light being, right? And it has it here. Panther. You're a swift panther. Somebody could like cats. Somebody could own a cat, right? Somebody's spirit totem animal could be a panther, right? Somebody could have panthers in their home. Ashe. But we have fast and slow because a panther is fast and a turtle is slow. So that means balance, right? Balance. And then wisdom, peace, sticking to the routine, the ritual, not letting anyone cipher the energy of your serenity without giving back. Looking for the long term because it's going to pay off. That's what Spirit said here, right? So this is abundant blessings in this present moment. And I'm gonna leave it here. Um, did we do the numbers? So that is 5 and 8. That was a 1. That's 5 and 8. So yeah, disconnecting from people that do not serve you any peace. Do not bring any peace to your table, right? We got number 4. You could be a life path number 4. We got Gemini, air sign. We have um, Mercury, that is an earth sign. Virgo. So yeah, there it is there. Ashe, so I'm sending out loving, healing energy your way. Remember, Spirit, the message is why we're here, and it wasn't even supposed to go to this extent, but it did. Um, it was just supposed to be a 3-minute message. Spirit is saying, do not allow anyone to take from the currency of your peace if they're not putting, giving in dividends to the currency of your peace. Ashe, Ashe.